We're here at the Eccles Theater here at Sundance for the premiere of Camp X-Ray starring Kristen Stewart. It's one of the most highly anticipated films here, and we're about to speak with her soon. Peter told me that you created your character with word clouds and spoken word poetry. Can you just talk about the creativity aspect?
I write poetry sometimes, and so before we were doing this, before we started actual prep on the movie, I was driving around and thought, I had written something and I had texted it to him like a total dork, and he really loved it. And we kind of, when you're trying to build a character that is not completely communicated in the storyline, it's more about how it's felt. Like, you want to feel her backstory but not know it. You need footholds. Like, you need things that you can connect to, things that are personal for you, things that are like, things that you can hold on to. And so we always had that. It was always like, oh man, remember that thing? Remember those two words? So it'd be like, your ties don't knot. Like, he'd be like, hey, your ties don't knot. I'd be like, oh my God, my ties don't knot.
Talk about how you and Kristen worked to develop this particular character.
I think we started really from the inside out. Her character is a really challenging role, which I think she nailed quite clearly. But her character is very reserved, and it's a very subtle performance. It's very nuanced, and so in order to get that kind of depth that isn't just jumping off the screen at you, but is more kind of bubbling underneath that kind of stoic surface that a soldier would have, we started by just really talking about the character and building out this huge backstory.
I don't think anyone would, dispute the fact that it's tough to be a girl and join the military. It's tough to hang with the boys, and you have a girl who's already struggling with not like identity issues. It's just sort of like doing the right thing and feeling like she can stand up to something bigger than her and not crumble, basically. And so it's like harder for a girl to do that in the military than it is for a guy.